Reason why you bring Chucky? Can you maybe expound on that a little bit?
Basically, Chucky represents my little cousin that was murdered about a year ago. He's basically he's now a representation I can always keep with me. So he was never able to make it to the game. So now he's gonna be able to make it to every game this year.
Your cousin's name?
John Neal. That's why I run on the bottom. Long live John Neal.
Yeah. Gotcha. You say you carry this everywhere?
Yeah.
Everywhere?
Practice everywhere. I keep him in the car with me. I've recently just got him about 3 weeks ago, but I keep him with me all the time.
What's the backstory there?
Basically, the backstory is my little cousin, he was murdered, and you know what I'm saying, for a while I was hurt. And then I seen the Chucky doll, and I was like, you know what I'm saying, it just kind of brought some thoughts to me. And then later on, I got the Chucky doll, and then I wrote on the bottom, Long Live John Neal, because of the simple fact, like, John was, like, he was like one of my rocks. So when they took him, it was like they took a part of me as well. But now I'm able to keep that part of me with me on Earth and also have him with me at every game.
Why Chucky, though, of all the creepy dolls?
I don't know. I ain't never seen another doll I like. I like Chucky, though.
So how old was he? And the fact that you have a platform like this,
Yeah.
that this story is going to be a big deal now,
Yeah.
what does that mean to you?
He was 19 when he got killed. Yesterday would have been his 21st birthday. Yeah, yesterday would have been his 21st birthday. It means a lot that I can be able to put his name on a big platform. We never found out who killed him. You know what I'm saying? It's an unsolved murder, but it's still good to be able to put his name out there and make sure everybody still know and he lives on.
Where was that?
It was in Texas County. Where I'm from, Texas County, Texas.
Yeah, now football related. You guys have a really young team. Chad was detailing that to us a minute ago. What does that mean for this season that you still have so many
It's
young
a lot of young people, but it's a lot of talent as well. And the only thing we could do as older people is basically get the talent ready to play in SEC West. I feel like we can do that, and I feel like those guys are ready to do it as well. So I feel like it's not going to be no problem when it comes to time to play.
There weren't much expectation last year, but there's not going to be this year coming off that 2-10 here. So what's your message to the media here today coming off of that season?
I understand why we would be picked bottom of the SEC West. I would understand why we would be picked bottom of the SEC. We were 2-10. I respect it, but we work every day and we work just like they work. We work just like everybody else in this conference work. Everybody in the nation work. So we not backing down. We not riding it off. We not okay. Let's have another 2-10 year. Nah, like we coming to get something.
How are y'all going to be better on defense?
Basically just locking in more to what John Chavis wants us to do, having more experience in his defense. Last year was the first year. Now we can actually put another year on our belt and now know exactly what we need from each other.
How about just the journey for the three of you guys here? I mean, you've been a part of the highs of the previous regime and now kind of starting something new.
That's what I wanted to do. When I came to college, I wanted to start something different. I wanted to be able to build a team instead of be a part of one that was built. So that's why I came to Arkansas. I feel like those two guys that are over there, Delvoir and Scooter, want the same thing. So we know what we need to do to make sure we get there.
What do you feel about playing on grass, natural grass, in your home games this year?
I think I like it. Little Rock is probably one of the harder surfaces. You know, it's turf. I feel like when I was starting the field, I grass. It was kind of hard as well. Turf. It was hard as well. So I'm with the grass. I'm with the natural grass.
How much better are you going to be just focusing on one spot this year instead of the moving around that you've done in the past?
I honestly can't say how much better I would be. I would like to be very much better. I've been able to perfect my craft, just being at D tackle. So we're gonna see in the fall how good I've gotten.
Body transformation. What's that been like for you?
It's been good. It hasn't been too hard. I got a lot of weight now. I'm still moving the same. Still got the same wind. So it's been no problem at all.
Where are you at? Weight?
296.
Okay.
296 right at the moment.
When people look at your defense, they're wondering where pressure is going to come from D. Like, will there be a pass rush freak on this team? Can you talk about the ends that are there?
We got 3 seniors coming back. We got Dorian Gerald, Jamario Bell, and Gabe Richardson. All 3 of them can be starters. And then we got freshmen like Soley. I forgot to say his name, but we always call him Soley. And we got Zach Williams and Gregory and Eric Gregory. Like we have talent, and those guys are the freshmen that just came in. So we have talent, and we have older people that's able to show them the ropes. We have a lot of people on the DN side, so I feel like we're going to get a lot of good bad pass rush on the outside.
There was a report out about 3 weeks ago that was critical of Chad and his player relationship. Did you see that? What'd you think of that?
I did see it. I've never heard nothing like that in the locker room. So if it's somebody outside the locker room, I hate they feel like that, but I've never heard nothing like that inside the locker room. Like we see him when we working out, we see him all the time as much as we can when he's not on vacation and things like that. So,
but just overall, the relationship you have with him and what you've seen from the other.
Coach Chad, I really believe is a player coach. Like, if you got a problem, you can come to him or come to the leaders on the team and ask for that problem to be done. If we're doing something wrong and we get punished for it, he always tries to make it better for us so we don't get punished as badly. So I can't say Coach Chad is not for everybody on the team when I feel like he is.
Did the leadership council have a little talk about that report?
We didn't have no talk about the incident because it wasn't that big to us. Because we know who he is really. Like, I really believe Coach Chad is a player's coach. He has a good heart. So we're not going to talk about that.
When an anonymous source or anonymous player.
Yeah, I heard it was an anonymous player. Like, if that's how they feel, I hate they feel like that. And I wish they could talk it out and get that settled. But it's nothing with me.
You talked about wanting to come and build something. It hadn't been built the way you guys wanted. So I know the senior group always wants to go out winning. How do you guys make sure that you go out the right way this year?
Basically making sure when we're working out, because that's the only thing we're really doing right now. Working out on film study, making sure we're not joking around, making sure we're actually attacking everything that's going on, making sure that everybody is putting both hands on deck and working. Like, we're not playing, we're working.
Is this defense better right now, do you think, than you were last year?
I do believe it's better than what it was last year. We lost some key components, Ryan Pulley, Drake Greenlaw. We lost some good seniors, Armand Watts. We lost some great guys, but I still feel like this defense is still a good defense.
So my colleague Jason, he doesn't know what it means when you say we want all the smoke. Can you explain to him what that means?
Oh, all the smoke is like everything. If y'all want to go at it, we want to go at it too. We with it all. Like, we ain't worried about how big you think you is. We big too. Like, we with it. Yeah.
And what does the Chucky doll symbolize for you?
The Chucky doll, it basically symbolizes my little cousin that got killed. He was never able to come to a game, but now he can come to every one of them because I keep him with me all the time.
What was Chad Morris's expression when you first walked in and he seen you with the dog?
He liked it. He was like, I like it, man. And my little cousin's birthday was yesterday, so it hit even more to be able to bring him with me and be able to see all this.
See the bottom of that. You don't get a picture.
I know you got another preseason award this year. Do you feel any added pressure to go out there and perform? I know you're a highly rated recruit coming into Arkansas.
Not really, man. It's pressure all the time. I just really try not to feed into that. Like, I appreciate the watch list and everything like that, but people that have not been on watch list and won an award before, so it's nothing I feed into. But I definitely appreciate it.
What's your mindset? You're a senior. What's your mindset like this year, knowing that it's your last year in the Arkansas uniform? What's your expectations for you?
Just be legendary. This is the last time I'm gonna be able to ever wear a 3 again competitively. Just be legendary. And only thing on my mind is eat. So we got to get it. Like, that's the only thing I can think of is go hard.
You got that graduate pin. You're gonna have a graduate patch. What's that mean?
Yeah, it mean a lot from where I'm from, man. A lot of people don't even graduate high school. So for me to accomplish this and then early, it's crazy. Like I'm a staple in my city. Like, I'm doing it, so I know other people can do it as well.
We've told your story. So how driven were you to get that done based on where you came from?
Very driven. My grandmother, she had an 8th grade education, but she definitely preached education all the time. She wanted us to have good grades and everything like that. So for me, it was expected to graduate high school, but college wasn't expected. So when I graduated, I didn't even go back and walk in high school, but I definitely walked in college because that was something that hadn't been done in a while.
Are you a first?
I'm a first generation graduate.
First generation graduate.
Representing a lot to that your fraternity.
Yeah.
Just how big is this for you to do all that along with these guys?
It's very big, especially the fraternity pen, Alpha Phi Alpha. Like the fraternity, Coach True builds my muscles and everything like that, and Whitney, the nutritionist, she makes sure I eat healthy. But Alpha, they did something deeper than everything than any of that. They made my mind stronger. So all I can say is thank you to A5A, and man, we putting on now.
Did you graduate this summer or then?
I graduated in the spring.
What 4.0 on it, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Where'd you get your degree?
Recreation and sports management.
Okay, so you just taking a few grad classes?
Yes, I'm gonna try to take a few grad classes, and the major I'm doing is gonna be able to be taken online. I'm gonna try to finish it. Sooner or later, I'm gonna try to finish it.
Matt Weiner, the old USC quarterback, he graduated in his final semester of football. He took ballroom dancing. That was it. Are you taking some more challenging stuff than that?
Yeah, I couldn't do ballroom dancing. I don't think I'm coordinated enough to do that. But I'm definitely trying to work on that master's degree for sure. I'm gonna take about 3 classes in the fall semester.
Let's see, man. Well, what's the experience been like so far? Just coming over and kind of, meeting the bunches upon bunches of people here immediately.
Man, it's been amazing. First off, just flying on a private jet itself, man, that was a cool experience. That was my first time ever. But just being in this environment, it's a great environment and it's special and it means a lot to be here.
What about the 2 guys that you're here with, along with Coach Morris, and what they've meant just being in this program and getting the opportunity to come over with these guys?
Man, we came in together, so we've been through it all together, and it just means a lot being with these 2 guys, same class and everything, and just looking forward to the season with them.
Yeah, leadership-wise, you guys are going to be relied on quite a bit. How much have you guys really talked about that going into this season, especially coming off the season you guys had last?
A lot. Just focus on being more player-led. It's something we talk about all the time, just being more player-led. We have to have other players step up, become leaders. Not just us, but everybody. Everybody has a voice, so that's what we've been focusing on.
If you could sum up the other guys' personalities, how would you do that?
Everybody on the team, or just them 2?
It's just those 2 guys.
Man, just.
Sosa's kind of your bona fide. I'm sorry, Scooter's your main leader on the defense.
Yes. Scooter's the main leader on the defense, vocal when he has to be. Always leads by example, does what he's supposed to do on and off the field. And Sosa, it's pretty much the same way. He's vocal when he has to be. Everybody looks up to both of them. And, just having those 2 guys on the defense as leaders, it's pretty good.
How much are you kind of chomping at the bit to really show out this year, given the fact you had injuries last year, and really you got to go back to your freshman year to find a year that you could probably say that was a pretty solid year.
Right. I'm looking forward to this season. Just putting the past behind me. Like you said, I haven't really had a full healthy season since my freshman year. So I've been battling injuries since my sophomore year. So it's been pretty rough, but I'm just looking to put that behind me and just looking forward to the season and just taking one day at a time.
The offensive line, it seems like it's a little bit more shored up. You guys are a little more secure, and the 5 guys you'll have up front going in. Certainly not so much late in the game like you were last year going into the first game.
Yeah, the offensive line, we have more depth, of course, and a lot of young guys are stepping up, and also some of the older guys, have to take that leadership role, even if they're not as old as even if they're not seniors or anything like that. But they're definitely doing a great job. They're working hard, and everything's gonna be better. Everything's gonna be better for them this season.
The Chucky doll. Does he really take that everywhere?
Yes, he does. He takes it literally everywhere with him.
What do you think the first time you saw one of your teammates walking with a doll?
I kind of looked at him crazy. I was like, "Why you have a Chucky doll?" But I mean, it's just something. He, like you said, it symbolized something special to him. So, as long as it means something to him, then it means something to me. So.
What were you thinking when he said, "I'm going to bring this to media days," knowing all the attention it'll get?
Well, when we first saw him break, we was like, "You probably gonna be trending today," which he probably will be. But that's what he wanted to do, and like I said, it'll draw attention, and he'll stand out.
For you look so much more svelte. Is that a good way to put it? You had to gain weight under Bielema, right? Now
right.
You're sort of trying to use it to try to find a matching new identity.
Right. Yeah. Just staying consistent is the most important thing with me. Just eating right. Just continue to work hard and do what I'm supposed to do each and every day.
How about the three of you guys? Just the journey you've been on, going from coach to coach, changing identities like this. I mean, these 3-4 years have been such a long process.
We came in together, so like I said, we've been through it all together. Like I said, it's our last season, and we're gonna play for each other. We're gonna play for the team. We're gonna play for the state. Play for everybody that we love, and play for the fans as well. So that's all that matters, and we're gonna take one day at a time, and just go hard for each other.
Dalton Hyatt's moved over at the skill position spot at wide receiver. What do you think about his move?
It's a pretty good move. He's pretty athletic. He can run. He can catch. I think he'll do pretty good at the receiver spot. So.
What was everybody's reaction, I guess, if he goes out in some workouts and he's catching passes instead of throwing them?
When I was surprised when I saw him catch a pass, I was like, "What are you doing?" He was running routes and stuff, and he just said, "I got moved to receiver," and I was like, "Okay." So, yeah, he looks pretty good though.
How about this running back group overall?
Running back group, man, we're a special group, man. We're all close. We all want the best for each other. We all work hard. We all push each other to be the best, and that's all that matters. And if we do that, then we had a chance to be the best group on the field and in the country. So.
DJ Hammond is back with you guys. What's it like to have him back?
It's pretty special. Like I said, TJ is a special player. He brings a lot to the table, some different things. So it's pretty good to have him back.
Is he like number 41? I think he's wearing number 41 now.
Yeah, he likes Alvin Kamara, so he wanted to be 41, and I mean it suits him. So.
What does TJ have to do to be in that position to stay on the field?
I mean just do what he have to do, man. Just on and off the field. Just like I said, just basically staying out of trouble. I mean, which he does, but just doing what he have to do when he's supposed to do it. So.
Devil, how do you feel about being selected to come here? How's that do?
It means a lot. It means a lot, man. It's special. It's a special event. It's a blessing, man, to be here. So.
Sorry if I'm repeating something, but you're back. It slowed you at the end of spring drills.
Yeah.
What was going on, and how do you feel?
Not really sure what was going on. As of now, I feel a lot better. Healthy, and I'm just ready to get out there. So.
When you think about the running back contingent you have, that probably will be seen as maybe the biggest strength on the team. Can you talk about what that means?
Yeah, I was just mentioning that. We're a special group, and like I said, we all push each other to be the best, and we're all going to continue to push each other. And like I said, we keep doing that, we'll be the best group on the field and in the nation. So.
Well, there's a lot of things like average yards per play, where you guys rank really far back. Obviously, starting field position, offense, defense, a lot of little things like that. Do you guys feel like that stuff that in year two would be something that naturally corrects itself?
Most definitely. We've improved, and we're going to continue to improve. Like I said, the whole team's been working hard, so it should be some improvements this year. We're hoping to have some improvements, which there will be. So like I said, we just all been continuing to work hard and just taking it day by day.
We know with running backs, you can either run or you can't. Really, as a freshman, what do you think of him so far?
Yeah, Monte's a good person. He's a special player. He brings some stuff to the table as well, some different things to the table as well. He's been working hard. He's been asking a lot of questions, which a young guy should do, and we're just there to help him and guide him and lead the way for him.
It looked like you were going to possibly have your best season last year, but you only played 7 games. Can you just kind of recap what the injuries were that you had last year and how you can build off last season into this season?
Just starting off with the concussion, and then the first game back with the ankle injury. It was frustrating. It was a tough time for me. But I have to put that in the past. Like Coach Morris say, I got to look in the windshield and not back at the rear view mirror. So, like I said, just keep pushing, keep moving forward, and just keep working hard.
What about the team? How's he look this offseason?
He's looking good. And he's been working hard too. Like I said, we've all been pushing each other, and we're just ready to get out there.
If you had a message to fans, if you had a message to Razorback fans that, yeah, we were 2-10 last season, but things are on the upswing, combined with the fact that Coach just brought in a top 25 recruiting.
Like I said, man, we're working hard. We want to give you guys the best season, and we're going to continue to do that. We're going to try to do that by continuing to work hard and just taking one day at a time and just executing and just playing our hearts out, man.
We've
Seems like flexibility. I mean, talk about the two quarterbacks coming in, Starkle and Hicks. I mean, good battle going there. Was that a little bit of an eye-opener to you? You know, obviously they not only brought in Hicks, but they brought in Starkle as well. How do you think that competition will go?
Both of them are real good players. They're both special players in their own way. Like they're going to compete, and you know they both been working hard. They both been leading us. They're great leaders on and off the field. So you know, just having those two is great on the team. So
obviously Hicks really knows this offense, but what about that? And also the fact that you have Starkle with that SEC experience.
Yeah, just Hicks being real comfortable with the offense. You know, just him coming in. You know, he's helping a lot of the younger guys out. And then also, you know, just with Starkle having that SEC experience already, you know, that's good for the team as well. So, you know, like I said, both guys have both amenities, you know, that both benefits the team. So
I feel like the way you've slimmed down a bit, that when you get in space, you're going to be able to show off more and more juke moves, kind of that bounce that you got a little more spring in your step.
Right. Yeah, just man, it's been some ups and downs, man. But yeah, just like I said, continue to eat right, focus on my nutrition, and just continue to work hard. So, and it's been working out for me.
What's your weight at right now?
211.
You were pretty banged up last year. I mean, how are you feeling physically and everything?
Right now I'm feeling pretty good, healthy, ready to get out there, man.
Main leader on this defense. That's essentially what Coach just summed up about you. How have you embraced that role?
I embraced it well. I feel like I should be the main leader, being a Mike linebacker, one of the most experienced guys playing the most snaps on the defense. You know, so I embraced that role. You know, I feel like my leadership is important to this team to take this team, you know, to where we want to go.
It's not just on the field. We've seen you on social media, the way you've handled that. I mean, how much have you kind of embraced that as well?
I mean, it's just a learning experience. You know, you don't want to say anything crazy on social media to anyone. So, you know, I just embrace that. Just always want to say and do the right thing at all times.
I know you probably already touched on this, but what was it like coming over on the plane and getting a chance to experience SEC media?
I mean, I think it's a blast so far, man. You know, just to be here with you guys. Never rode on a private jet before, so, you know, it's smaller than what we expected, you know, but we enjoyed it a lot this morning with Coach and the rest of those guys, though.
How much did you guys talk about, hey, we're a trio in terms of, you know, not just three leaders, but you've got other leaders on the team as well, but, you know, you and the two other guys that have come over, how much did you guys talk about how you need to lead this year and really take that on?
Yeah, we took on sit down as a senior class and just to bring on that leadership role. You know, we came together early about January with Coach Morris. You know, we the guys that's gonna take this team to where we want to go. You know, we got to be the leaders. We look into the younger guys, but you know, when it's time for to make decisions and when things get hard, we look into this senior class.
Kind of to recap, how much did you really think about the pros in the offseason?
Not that much. Honestly, you know, I was doing my research, listening to people that came around, you know, but around the end of December, I already had my mind made up to come back to school anyways.
You know, obviously, the linebacker spot, you guys are trying to build more depth, but what about Bumper? You think he'll really step in and really make a huge impact?
Bumper took a big step this offseason. I think, you know, by me, you know, hurting my foot and sitting out the whole spring, it kind of forced him a little faster to step up, you know, quicker than I expected. But I think he grown, you know, better understanding for the scheme. You know what he's doing now. Just need the experience, but I'm anxious to see what he'll do in fall camp.
It's just kind of the obligatory question that, hey, this guy led the SEC in tackles last season, but what if he's not on one of the all-SEC lists?
I mean, if I'm not on the list, it'd be a lot of fuel, you know. It'd be a lot of motivation if I'm not on the list, you know. But if I'm more on the list like it, I'm just going to take it like any other year. I'm just, you know, congratulate myself. I feel like I earned it and just move on. You know, just try to, you know, just keep bettering myself to help this team.
Takeaways, how much of you guys talked about that defensively, trying to make plays, trying to create more and more pressure? Because obviously you guys don't have anybody back with an interception on this particular team. You guys forced a lot of fumbles last year, but just combining.
Well, you know, when Chief got here, just looking at his old pass defense and all the turnovers that they forced, you know, we always talk about it. We emphasize it a lot at practice. You know, we create a lot of turnovers at practice. We just didn't create that many in the game. You know, and still going to emphasize it this year. And, you know, we're going to try to, you know, just keep talking about it and remind each other in the game, you know, just to force turnovers. Because the more turnovers you force, it's a better outcome than, you know, that you'll win the game.
The way your career has evolved and looking at each year and now going into this season, What would your message be to Razorback fans about coming off a 2-10 season? Hey, things are okay. We're on the upswing. The recruiting class, top 25.
I mean, my message would be to Razorback fans, we'll be all right. It'll be a better year two. A lot of people think that, we wasn't a team last year. We was a team. We just had some miscues here and there, first year with the first coach, but right now, we, as coaches and players, we feeling confident as ever. We just ready to get out there for Razorback Nation.
You can pop some people, but your agility seems like it's really picked up. It's improved. How much do you think you've improved in that area?
I've always been an athlete, just hearing, how people, don't think I know how athletic I am, just don't know, I just always try to, display my talent, as much as I could as a linebacker. I feel like, the game has changed, so we have those big athletic linebackers now, so I'm just always working on, my techniques and stuff just to better myself.
I know you kind of touched on it, but it's the Chucky doll Sosa brought over, just the backstory.
Just a backstory, of I think one of his little cousins that was murdered. I don't know if it was last year or 2 years. I just remember the story he was telling me, so I understand it, I'm really, on his side with it, but I still think it's kind of crazy, low-key, though, that he got to Chucky doll at SEC Media Day. Oh, well.
Last question, just, obviously your D-line looks like it's going to be able to rotate a lot of guys. You see that right in front of you. How much can their pressure help you once they somehow get to the second level?
Their pressure will help me a lot, man, because most of the time, as a Mike, I'm doing most of the cleanup if I don't beat them to the ball, and just watching, the pressure that those guys creating up there right now is crazy. So I'm just waiting until we put on some pass and go against, other players that really see it. Now, I hope they have a good year because we got a lot of talent, especially at the D-tackle position. I think that's our strongest position right now in the defense is D-tackle, but our defensive ends are more athletic now, than ever since I've been here. So I'm ready to see what they could do.